Hey everybody, Flash Rise, we're back again in the Fermi Paradox. This is like the third time I've tried to do this introduction. Anyway, where were we? I keep saying like completely the wrong thing. Minor planets destroyed. Okay, what we like to see. New technical age. Coolio. The Greek industrial age. Oh, Motorhead, they are. The Quasis start to study electricity, steam power, machine manufacturing, industrial age. Harnessing the power of radio waves might allow them to send signals into outer space, but this civilization could accidentally eradicate itself as weapons developed thrust forth. Well, weapons development thrust forth. This is when the fun starts. This is when you start getting into wiping yourself out territory. We've got an absolute metric F-ton of resource. That's good. Advancement increases technology, and I think that's technology. Can't remember now. Oh, it's that's resources. Let's go with that because we don't need resources. Utilization gives Quasis access to fossil fuels. Okay, coolio. Let's might as well increase resources. Okay, let's jump up a level. The Maru. Oh, I kind of went down on Earth, didn't I? What was I thinking when I did that? New ocean. On Proxima Centauri B, an ocean-based life form evolves onto land. Excellent. Will our libraries offer answers to difficult questions? The Quasi... Frog star. Two major species of frog star 1 begin to interbreed. Maru development. Reduction in Talseti. I always worry when I see the word reduction. The light sages on Maru learn to harvest the ashes of Talseti 3's volcanoes, using them as key ingredients in a robust building material that will last for centuries. But the danger of mining active volcanoes poses a great risk. I'm sure I've had this before. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Regular development. New building material shows great promise, but early tragedies during attempts to harvest volcanic ash leave Maru believe they have anger the night terrors. They learn to fear and avoid volcanoes, and they become a symbol of divine retribution. That's not going to come back and bite us on their end, is it? However, yeah, let's go with that one. We don't need the resources. I might regret doing that though. More than for beloved ruler. The Maru find promising new settlement. Are the night terrors watching us? Okay. Let's jump up a level. So Gliese fluctuating in Gliese central star leads changes in the colour spectrum. So we've got 4 species of them. I can't remember what the maximum is in the game at any one time. The Dorloth reached the flow age. Okay. The Dorloth learn how to break off great ice flows from the mainland, using them to transport large numbers across the oceans of Rigel 7. Meanwhile, science leaps forward, with the first rationalists proposing bold new explorations of the world that do not rely on religion. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So, anything that boosts resources. Because that's there. These are the problem. We need resources. So that boosts that gives about 100 years worth of resources. That did. Can I join journey to the farthest reaches of Rigel 7? Doroth mourn the death of a beloved sovereign. An army of ice cannoneers is defeated by an ice flow fleet belonging to a powerful Doroth Territory. I'm just keeping an eye on that. Dorloth establish a new territory. Dinosaur packs. Yeah. Power in soul. Dinosaur hunters warriors craft exotic weaponry by applying plant and animal poisons to their primitive projectiles, which neither stun or kill the targets, which neither stun or kill the targets through mere abrasions of the skin. What's the point of that? I don't get that then. Unless I've had it wrong, of course. Okay. Frequent exposure to gathered toxins results in the death of many warriors, dramatically showing the poison arms race between the competing tribes. Dinosaurs identify a truly deadly fluorescent sap and poison berries. Warriors puncture holes in the bark and lace their killing sticks with notorious ooze. Among patches of forest undergrowth, dinosaurs discover a spiked mushroom with paralysing properties for a vicious new breed of toxiferous warfare. Prevention. Yeah, we're going to prevent it. Just because I lost this lot last time. Let's boost the resources. Land region recovers under the care of dinosaur planters. Where were the gods' leaders? If I've got anything to do with it, death probably. Because that happened last time. Depleted land region of Earth recovers. Okay. Let's go with this. Conflict with dinosaur packs is settled peacefully. Let's jump up a level. Let's go to Vex, see what Vex has got to offer. Earthquakes open an enormous rift below one of Vex's sea regions. The Quasis reached a nuclear. They are absolutely motoring, these are. When rocket technology begins to take off, the race for space dominance among the emerging superpowers of Virgo is on. Jet planes increase the potential for travel all over the globe, and nuclear communication technology allows news and entertainment to spread via mass media, and the Quasis who delve into secrets of the atom. The threat of extinction looms heavier on the horizon. They're actually motoring through this. Okay. Advancement, wisdom. Let's just go with that one. Split it down the middle. Okay. That's a queen to extend. Okay. Classes perform reenactments of the history on TV. Maru development event. Injustice in Tau Ceti. This doesn't bode well. The Maru develop particularly cruel new punishment. Nighters and criminals are tied down among a Pacific species of marshline. The Vinatri seeks warmth and nutrition and will slowly grow into nearby bodies, agonizingly tearing the victim apart over countless days. Oh my god, that's brutal. That's horrible. Okay then, I think we'll stop in that. Prevention, regular development. Left alone in the wilds, many of the nightmares manage to escape. This practice is soon stopped. Occasionally the vines ignore the intended victim, but this is seen as a sign from the night terrors and the prisoner is then freed. Or the practice becomes common punishment the moment it comes. The entire forest of twisted vines are planted and the screams of prisoners echoing throughout. This is horrible. Prevention, but I don't know because it leaves us awfully short of go again. I don't like it, however. That's going to leave us very, very short of synthesis, and where I think we might need it elsewhere. Okay, Maru more the death of the beloved ruler. Let's jump up a level. So they are motoring ahead. A minor fog star planet leaves orbit and falls into system central star. That can't be good. Descended planet, an external planetoid enters the orbital pattern of fog star system. Climate change, Gliese destroys a major plant species. In Gliese storm, the size of Gliese forms over a gas giant. Doroth Territories. Okay, development event. Knowledge and Michael. Dorloth have long had a tradition of interpreting patterns in snow and ice to foretell the future. But as their investigations continue, academics realise that there are genuine discoveries to be made by analysing the layers of the ice that cover Eagle 7. Ew. Civilization pillar. They have become obsessed with patterns that mysticism, science intertwine. It becomes believed that all knowledge can be found in the ice. That gives us a massive science boost. Analyze the paths across dangerous deep glass canyons and the bravest. Let's just go with whole hog. Let's go civilization pillar. What could possibly go wrong with that? Beautiful poems are shared among everybody. Influential sovereign rises to power. Yeah, let's boost our resources because that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Does Argyle 7 revolve around the sun? Dinosaur packs have gone up a age. They reached the Bronze Age. Okay. Yep, fine. Standard message, really. Okay. Wisdom. Let's go advancement because I want to boost. I want to boost resources. We don't want to run out of stuff. Bronze Age technology provides dinosaurs access to minerals on the surface of the Earth. Remarkable sage is celebrated on Earth for their contribution to dinosaur society. Enlightenment on Ross. The Quasis have disenfranchised ethnic minorities. Minorities and legalised racial discrimination amongst them. Resistance campaigns and grassroots protests against the root states are rising all over Virgo, demanding the abolition of segregation laws and ending to structural racism. Okay. Civilization pillar. Discriminatory laws are abolished and class societies transformed by the civil rights movement. Class systems are dismantled by settlements, land-based compensation and community restructuring. Civilization makes a huge impact on lawmakers, but the structure of society is rooted in discrimination. Let's go with that, we can afford it. I might regret doing that though, but okay. Nuclear as well. This is a new root community. Let's jump up a level. Let's have a couple over here. Extinct plant biomass slowly transformed to fossil fuel reserves. Those over here. Changes the colour spectrum, yep. Serious. A formerly popular species exterminated by an aggressive predator on Dogstar, Gehenna. Natural global warming drastically impacts the climate on Gehenna 6 rather. Maru River got a drought event. A civil war threatens Star City. Barbarian tribes of Maru rallied together, forming a huge army of riders. The momentum from this fearsome horde sparks an age of conquest and bloodshed. Okay. In the Bronze Age. Peace. First round surrendered peacefully to the Horde and embraced their leaders as kings. The Horde settles down, abandoning their barbarian ways. The invasion of the Horde costs many lives among the Maru. After smashing down every kingdom, the Horde turns against itself. The rider tries to fragment smaller armies fighting blimey. Invasion of the Horde. Regular conflict, peace. We can afford that. Mind you, we can lose resources, aren't we? Ooh, that was a poor decision. More the death of the leader. Forced to establish new resource methods. Okay. More the death of a great light sage. New realm. Okay, let's jump up a level. Okay, let's go for the Dorloth. They've reached industrial age. Okay, pretty much the same as everybody else. Okay, wisdom. Wisdom gives us hard work and agility are needed to manage a rapid industrialization without critically harming the planet. Yeah, because this is like going to give. Yeah, might regret doing that, but resource scarcity could be a killer. Doroth support large industrial areas through industrial production. Give Doroth access to fossil fuels and mineral resources deep below the surface. Good. Dorloth devices to power. Yeah, a lot of these matches are pretty standard. I mean, that's why I'm glossing over them so quickly, because a lot of them are pretty much the same. Or of a similar vein. Dinosaur Realms. Oh, great. Oh no. The unique constellation of planetary objects is still causes a year-long eclipse on the sun. The absence of warmth and light, food becomes scarce, and dinosaurs embrace brutal hardships in unrelenting darkness. Many begin to wonder whether their day will ever return. Okay. Oh dear. Minimal, a close call. Oh, we look at that, we're 5% short. Oh no. We're 5% short. Minimal survivors, 24.1 million dinosaurs' lives are lost. Hunger chaos, let's do that one. Oh no. Doomed, I tell you. But look at that though. It's given us resources of 10,000 years, so every cloud has a silver lining and all that. Dinosaur rise of power on Earth. Okay. It happens frequently in this game. It's on Earth. At least we don't have a resource problem anymore. Blimey, it's not absolute motor in this lot are. Sorry, my phone bust. I'll have to deal with it. The Quasis are now connected via complex computer systems, satellite networks and mobile communication devices. With a constant interaction in the global computer network and new digital art forms, cultural transformation is stark and rapid. Preliminary genetic and biological experiments could lead to health improvements and longevity, but caution is advised in these and other uncharted territories. Okay. So wisdom. We can't do that because we don't have enough power. Oh, let's discover that one then. That gives us unprecedented access to information. That's the internet with process power to spare. Okay. Go with that one. We need to get this synth up because we're going to need it. Because as we just learn earlier on with the dinosaurs, things happen that are completely beyond your control. I have had that darkness event before as well. Build pumpkin library. Let's jump back up a level. Gehenna. Be species and gain 6 years signs of higher cognizance. The Maru, what do they want? Paradigm shift in Tau Ceti. With the establishment of first city states, Enlightenment thinkers argue that their governance should be given to philosopher monarchs. These benevolent leaders with absolute power should rule like a skilled and professional captain commands a ship sailing the regions of Tau Ceti 3. They posit that in order to reach the tranquil waters of peace, blimey, yeah, dictatorship, in other words. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like that. Okay, so that's cultural expansion. So we get cultural ascent. Establishment of philosophical monarchs inspire Maru to become philosophers and challenge the absolute power of their rulers. Okay, let's do that one because that's a problem and we can't afford that. Yeah, that's when we start getting into dangerous territory now. Because that literally gives us nothing. There's nothing we can do now with that. So little synth. I'm just waiting for some negative event to come along. It's bound to happen. At least no sapient life over here. Yeah, no, last time let's be gone extinct. Let's go back up a level. We're done on that one. Fluctuations, the chemistry of approximate percent to a B becomes at least water changes the water. Generations of dead organisms turn fossil fuels deep. Generations of dead organisms turn to fossil fuels deep in the crust of Dogstar, causing new. Okay. Dorloth. Depopulation of Igor. Okay. Air pollution from industrial waste and vehicles chokes at Dorloth cities. Deadly swarms of smog envelop the city dwellers. Yeah, okay. And prevention costs us nothing. Okay, we're going to do that one. Depopulation. That gives us 27th. Let's go with that one. Let's prevent it. Doesn't cost us anything either. Death of a beloved leader. Okay. Let's go back up a level. In fact, let's take that resource one there first. Boost the resources. Okay. Cool. Keep on this one a little bit. Right, okay, cool. Let's jump back up to the top. Okay. Vex. Animal species and Vex more complex social structures. Okay, anything there? Let's go back up and down that way. So they're absolutely motoring over here. I had nothing to see there. Over here. Thoroughfare chemical composition of Waterfog Star 1. Let's just pick one that gives us synth and nothing else. Dinosaur event. Growth in cell. Good, okay. Better. That's form growing cult of deity, love, lust, and fertility. Okay. That gives us synth. Let's discuss about the cult's activities and battle. Mention the love deity. Yes, let's go. Let's get lots of mini dinosaur babies going, shall we? Boost that population. Okay. Settle peacefully. Let's jump back up a level. Vex. I say drastic alters the climate on Vexus. Maru, new technical age. They've reached the Iron Age. Okay. Yep, I'm not going to bother reading that. They're pretty much the same as Iron Age is cross everywhere, really. Advancement, I'm not going to do that. Power. The epic dynasty was Maru iterates siege weaponry against well-fortified coast castles of their foes. Let's just go with that. Just because I don't want to send any synth at all, because we can't afford it. Quasi have gone again. Wow, this lot of flying. Cyber Age. Okay. We've had no like messages into space with this lot yet. Advancement. Yep. Let's go with that one. Conglomerates. Okay. They've not tried to send a message into space yet. They normally get that as an event coming. Somewhere. It says if an alien civilization is somewhere in the galaxy, it is very likely to be a synthetic one. Why? Why would you say that? Design principles quasi to modernise the appearance and function of several objects. Let's go with down here. Quasis samples to lay down their impulse rifles about the art of war. The Dorloth have now advanced. Vigo sending signals into space. You might not want to do that because there's a few people quite bigger than you out there. Okay. Signal boost. Let's go regular signal. So the testings are erratic, but a no notable signal was sent to space. Focused. A very strong ray signal with it of nonsense messages like wanted through a test is focused at the solar system. In all directions. I'm gonna go nothing with that. Because yeah, I really don't want people realising they're there. To be quite honest with you. Death of a beloved scientist, okay. Celebrate the history of their cinematic magnum opus. Okay. Okay, let's jump up a level. Right, we've got something going off down here. Wind patterns, quite marvellous structures on the surface of Proxima. Okay. Right, we really want some kind of new species popping up. But again, I don't think you got much control over that. At least I don't think you do. Okay, Dogstar, my last one evolves onto land. It's kind of points over there, isn't it, really? mourn the death of a great light sage. Okay. Dinosaur event. Growth in soul, which is good. Harsh weather changes command dinosaurs to seek out warmer, more fertile lands. Okay. Civilization pillar. Let's just go regular development. I'm not spending synth on this. I don't want to. Remarkable light sage widely circulated amongst dinosaurs. Are the night terrors watching us? Okay, we've still not recovered a population in that though. Yep. I'll take one of these ones. Let's go up a level, got nothing happening there. Maru Mystics, Maru Republics. Iron Age technology has Maru to harvest biomass on the surface of Tau Ceti. Okay. An animal species of Gliese forms complex social structures. Excellent. Ice Age drastically alters the climate. Alright, okay. Evolution in Vex, finally. Life, yep, Garden Planet of Vex. Now what have we got? I've had Vex before. Yep. So we've got the arboreal, a four-legged herbivore that are attuned to the echoes and vibrations from distances. You've got the Barter, an intelligent rock climbing plants Barter clung together in high cliffs competing for some exposure. Or we get the Damanis, roaming low atmosphere plateaus of Vexes. Stalkers prey on canyon fauna and drain their blood. Oh, blimey. Ooh, standard, or let's go with balanced. Let's just go with standard. No, let's go with this one, the Bouter. The Bortir. I've had this before. Seed Age. Vex's Bouter civilization is born. Establish a new thicket. Okay. Maru Republics have got a development event. Consumption in Tau Ceti doesn't sound good. Left for his legacy for eternity, a powerful Maori philosopher council commissions a city mode made of brilliant coloured glass. It is a massive project intended to be a monument for the beauty of the ages. Prevention. It becomes clear that current construction methods are not capable of living up to the television. Okay, let's just go with that one. Because otherwise it's going to damage the resources. We don't want that. Maori sword fight, okay. Maori propose epic parents to account their history. Let's cover that one. Maori establishing a new republic. Maori republics have now reached a nautical age. Okay. 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 What level are they on then? They're on level 4. Let's go, let's keep pushing at the resources because that's the most important because we haven't got that much of it. Dorloth got the nuclear age, okay. Yep. I spotted something on the other one I want to go back to at some point when I get on the Maru. Let's go with that one just because it doesn't cost us anything. Sits around surrounded by large lush gardens, okay. Dorloth to extract radioactive fossils from the oceans. And Article 7, Dorloth City planners establish a new resource management methods. Okay, new residential area. I want to go back to Maru a second. Oh, it's gone there, okay. There's a message there, I should have read it. These ones down here, I glanced at it, but didn't read it properly. Okay, now what? Ross is building spaceships. Okay. Well, search of mineral asteroids of the Oort Cloud, Ross System, and accident that damages the control mechanism of an ISIS miner ship. Locked in their current trajectory, the only choice now is to try and stay alive until they reach the Tau Ceti system. Oh no, why do they always go for planets that got people on them? So, epic project. Regular development. So, the lost miner ship calls for Alpod glitching and must believe the ship is heading for great riches. Tau Ceti cancels the following its path, triggering a new gold rush. By sheer luck, the accident happens at the beginning of the mining ship's 4-year mission. Everyone else goes to survive a long journey to the Tau Ceti system. Okay. The Lost Expeditions. We've now got a spin-off Quasis population now. Okay, so that's now gonna. I should have spin in them. Also, the efficiency lost expedition. That's irregular. The mining ship acts as irregular. Another one. Well, bad. Let's just jump up a level. Tower City. Who's on Tower City? Is it the Maru on Tower City? Yeah, Maru. Who are not going to be advanced enough to deal with them. New territory. BC population. New capital. How many people's on this lost expedition? 1 million. Okay, that's a hell of a miner ship that was on it. Blimey. Over here. Nautical, natural global warming. Dramatic impacts to climate and Dogstar. Ship destruction. Okay. Tycrew, so it's regardless of whether they're awake or in quiet but connected via cybernetic brain interfaces. Communication network has a fatal flaw, and must see an energy overload could easily fry the brains. That's a regular event, this one. Now, have I got enough to stop it? Close call, yes, we do. Minimal survivors, basically kills everybody. On board cyberneticist detect design flaw in the brain interface. Network can fix it before any catastrophe can happen. Mark will save them. That just leaves us with like nothing. Yeah, this is kind of squeaky bum time now. Codification of first contact protocols. Decorated capture task from active service. Back into Maru. Pick one of you. New realm. We need to get me synth points up a little bit. As it becomes a permanent moon. 2 major species in a Dogstar begin to interbreed. Do the spirits look at us with kindness? Jump over here. Fluctuations in Glee's central values that changes in the colour spectrum. Dinosaur Realms events. Knowledge in Cell. Dinosaurs create giant stone steels carved with records of the history of building a settlement. These monuments are places that sense that knowledge of the light sages can be shared for future generations. Dwelling wisdom. Carving dinosaur law in stone destroys the flexibility of all history traditions, which some say is a step in the wrong direction. Revived for their dubious origins, the engraved commandments spark violent backlash. Let's go with that. What could possibly go wrong with that? What could possibly go wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. I'm confident that that will end. Oh heck, I've just spotted that. Oh no. Oh no indeed. I've just spotted out we're about to have a resource crisis. Oh dear. I didn't spot that. I've reached cultivation age. Yeah. 2.3 million. Let's go with wisdom. Okay. My sage, that's fine. Okay. This is a resource crisis coming up. Reach Iron Age, okay. Yep. It's a pretty standard message. You get across whenever you go to a standard age. So let's go with boosting up our resource, because that's what we really need to be doing. Increase our size of cities and access more regions on Earth. Keep an eye on that. On age allows it to start to harvest biomass surface of the planet. Mourn the death of a beloved monarch. Conflict between two dynasties can be settled peacefully. Once powerful kingdom falls on Earth. Okay, Maru. Powers in Tower City, that worries me. So massive gunpowder cannons. Begin using massive gunpowder cannons carried into battle by animals. These factories are deadly against fortifications, naval ships, and slow ground troops. Okay. The use of these artillery pieces increases the military strength of the Maru. Yeah, I'm going to go for it because, quite frankly, I want the synth. Weapons go do. Self peacefully, marvellous, compose epic poems, great. It's Vex and vast realms. The work of the remarkable academic is widely circulated against the Maru. New territory. Peace population. Have to become centre of trade and commerce. Let's boost data level. There's a Greece. So I bet what you'll probably find is we'll get there. They won't settle. They'll get resources. They'll move on again. Paradigm shift in Rigel. The invention of passenger airplanes revolutionised travel. What might once have been a journey of months can now be accomplished in less than a day. Dorloth all over Rigel 7 look forward to experiencing this incredible new technology. Excellent. Civilization expansion. Cultural ascent. Jet travel allows people from all over the world to experience other cultures firsthand. Produce have dispelled on a new sense of togetherness, understanding unites unions for the first time. Or we go expanded tourism results in extreme exploitation of poor locals in popular tourist areas, rich resentment for the rich, thoughtless tourist grows as classes become ever more divided. Or cultural expansion. Tourism booms, soon commercial jets are built all over Argos 7 wealthy Dorloth happily take advantage. That costs us 60, but that is good for everything. Let's just do what could possibly go wrong. Look, that's done for our resources. Fantastic. Bit of peace and happiness, what's wrong with that? Leaves us dangerously low in case they've visited a case of problems. They're in the digital age, which is great. So what we're going to do here? What are we going to do here? Wisdom, advancement. Because let's just always go with advancement. Because see, we've got 1,000. We've had a massive boost on our resource count. That's what I can relax on that one. That's always been the one that's been the biggest killer for me. Is when you run out of resources. You're not going to worry about that. So let's just jump up a level. With you all the way out here. Twist creates a new landmass on Dogstar. Is life after death? New battle have advanced. Reached a pollination age. Excellent. Yep. Okay, they are on what level are they on? Level 3. Let's just go with power. Sector breeding. World class bristle with thorns. Corrective thick bark. Pollination age. I want the synth. I want the synth. So we might have to sacrifice them, but these things happen. Let's go that way. It's settled peacefully. Okay. Quasi root conglomerate. Injustice in Ross. Okay. Cyberspace architects on Virgo planted by large sums of personal data from corporate surveillance agents so they can build virtual environments with greater immersive potential. As a result, non-playable background characters in virtual reality games will be capable of reenacting the conversation of daily routines of real life. Quasis in intimate and hostile dealers of real life Quasis in intimate and astonishing detail. What will gamers make of this invention? Ooh. I'm not totally sure I'm happy about that. We go prevention. Developers purchase cyber identities of deceased Quasi in order to model realistic non-game characters of the open world. When you Quasi are disturbed to find that the NCP representatives of their social media lives now inhabit the realm of cyber thanks to third-party consent. Yeah. Simulated world game enhances the strength of enabled watch committees, incentivizing distrust and causing Quasis to turn on each other. Oh, let's get prevention. I don't know. That sounds very kind of like what could happen with us now. Let's go prevention. I don't like the sound of that. This is dangerous level on synthesis though. So at some point we're going to get a negative event and we ain't going to do anything about it, like right now. Scarcity on soul. Fast as it becoming scarce and soul, the effects of innate consumption brought the dinosaur civilization to breaking point. While dealing with the resource scarcity, will the kingdoms fight? Yeah, standard. What we can do about it, basically. I suspect not an awful lot. Crisis, precaution. Conreth of that. Let's go with crisis. That this results in like lots of dead dinosaurs. Let's go with that one, which is like a dice roll. Hostility in soul. Dinosaur Kingdoms. The wood becoming aware the Dinosaur Kingdoms are preparing for the worst and protecting their vanishing resource. Sword fighters deployed next to vital mines, and the inhabitants are too busy preparing for conflict to tackle the root of the scarcity crisis. So it didn't go well. So regular hostility, gather their swords. Okay, that's just like, yeah, that's strong hostility. Night regiments protect few remaining forest areas at all costs, while kingdoms prepare for conflict. Light scholars turn into sword fighters, planning knowledge in exchange for the longsword. The wood scarcity that gives 11 million casualties. Sinks deeper and deeper. Let's go with regular hostility. Although we could have done with a synth, but more the death of a beloved monarch. Are there beings like us? Nope. There's option destroys the entire dinosaur city. Dinosaur establish a new kingdom. Nothing's giving me a resource jump. Will the lights in the sky park go dark one day? Dinosaur have a new kingdom. Let's jump up a level. And let's just look at this one. Let's look at this one. Armed conflict. Brain hacking incidents. During a suspended quasi period on quasi, somebody tries to manipulate the brain machine's interface and mind control sleepers for nefarious purposes. Okay. I clicked too quickly on that one. So peace, we can't afford it. Regular conflict. The hacker discovered, but he's already controlled many cybernetic soldiers. Massive firefight. The brain hacker is finally defeated. Okay. Total war covered, but the hacker is never found. Okay, let's just go with that one. Okay. It's lost. Yep. Let's go with that one. I think. Interior of Quasis is completely designed by the crew. More resources, because I've just next we haven't got much of it. Optimise, so get more resources. Let's go up a level. I'm reckoning we're going to put cut just in here. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, let me know if you want me to go more detail with the messages we're getting. But yeah, they're flying. It's going to be interesting what happens when because they are on, they're level 8. And the Maru are level 4, so they're significantly bigger. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.